Apocalypse of Moses. This is the story of Adam and Eve after they had gone out of paradise. And Adam knew his wife Eve, and went upwards to the sun rising and abode there 18 years and 2 months. And Eve conceived and bare 2 sons, Adiaphotos, who is called Cain, and Amalabs, who is called Abel. And after this, Adam and Eve were with one another, and while they were sleeping, Eve said to Adam her lord, "My lord, Adam, behold, I have seen in a dream this night the blood of my son Amalabs, who is styled Abel, being poured into the mouth of Cain his brother, and he went on drinking it without pity. But he begged him to leave him a little of it. Yet he hearkened not to him, but gulped down the whole, nor did it stay in his stomach, but came out of his mouth. And Adam said, Let us arise and go and see what has happened to them. I fear, lest the adversary may be assailing them somewhere." And they both went and found Abel murdered, I by the hand of Cain his brother. And God saith to Michael the archangel, Say to Adam, Reveal not the secret that thou knowest to Cain thy son, for he is a son of wrath. But grieve not, for I will give thee another son in his stead, he shall show to thee all that thou shalt do. Do thou tell him nothing. Thus spake the archangel to Adam. But he kept the word in his heart, and with him also Eve, though they grieved concerning Abel their son. And after this, Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Seth. And Adam said to Eve, See, we have begotten a son in place of Abel, whom Cain slew, let us give glory and sacrifice to God. And Adam begat 30 sons and 30 daughters, and Adam lived 930 years, and he fell sick and cried with a loud voice and said, Let all my sons come to me that I may see them before I die. And all assembled, for the earth was divided into 3 parts. And Seth his son said to him, Father Adam, what is thy complaint? And he saith, My children, I am crushed by the burden of trouble. And they say to him, What is trouble? And Seth answered and said to him, Hast thou called to mind, Father, the fruit of paradise of which thou usedst to eat, and hast been grieved in yearning for it? If this be so, tell me, and I will go and bring thee fruit from paradise. For I will set dung upon my head and will weep and pray that the Lord will hearken to me and send his angel, and bring me a plant from paradise, and I will bring it thee that thy trouble may cease from thee. Adam saith to him, Nay, my son Seth, but I have much sickness and trouble. Seth saith to him, And how hath this come upon thee? And Adam said to him, When God made us, me and your mother, through whom also I die, he gave us power to eat of every tree which is in paradise, but, concerning that one only, he charged us not to eat of it, and through this one we are to die. And the hour drew nigh for the angels who were guarding your mother to go up and worship the Lord, and I was far from her, and the enemy knew that she was alone and gave to her, and she ate of the tree of which she had been told not to eat. Then she gave also to me to eat. And God was wroth with us, and the Lord came into paradise and called me in a terrible voice and said, Adam, where art thou? And why hidest thou from my face? Shall the house be able to hide itself from its builder? And he saith to me, Since thou hast abandoned my covenant, I have brought upon thy body 72 strokes. The trouble of the first stroke is a pain of the eyes, the second stroke an affection of the hearing, and likewise in turn all the strokes shall befall thee. As he said this to his sons, Adam groaned sore and said, What shall I do? I am in great distress. And Eve wept and said, My lord Adam, rise up and give me half of thy trouble, and I will endure it, for it is on my account that this hath happened to thee, on my account thou art beset with toils and troubles. But Adam said to Eve, Arise and go with my son Seth near to paradise, and put earth upon your heads and weep and pray God to have mercy upon me, and send his angel to paradise, and give me of the tree out of which the oil floweth, and bring it me, and I shall anoint myself and shall have rest from my complaint. Then Seth and Eve went towards paradise, and Eve saw her son, and a wild beast assailing him, and Eve wept and said, Woe is me, if I come to the day of the resurrection, all those who have sinned will curse me, saying, Eve hath not kept the commandment of God. And she spake to the beast, Thou wicked beast, fearest thou not to fight with the image of God? How was thy mouth opened? How were thy teeth made strong? How didst thou not call to mind thy subjection? For long ago wast thou made subject to the image of God. Then the beast cried out and said, It is not our concern, Eve, thy greed and thy wailing, but thine own, for it is from thee that the rule of the beasts hath arisen. How was thy mouth open to eat of the tree concerning which God enjoined thee not to eat of it? On this account, our nature also hath been transformed. Now therefore thou canst not endure it, if I begin to reprove thee. Then Seth speaketh to the beast, Close thy mouth and be silent and stand off from the image of God until the day of judgment. Then saith the beast to Seth, Behold, I stand off from the image of God. And he went to his lair. And Seth went with Eve near paradise, and they wept there, and prayed God to send his angel and give them the oil of mercy. And God sent the archangel Michael, and he spake to Seth. Seth, man of God, weary not thyself with prayers and entreaties concerning the tree which floweth with oil to anoint thy father Adam. For it shall not be thine now, but in the end of the times. Then shall all flesh be raised up from Adam till that great day, all that shall be of the holy people. Then shall the delights of paradise be given to them, and God shall be in their midst. And they shall no longer sin before his face, for the evil heart shall be taken from them, and there shall be given them a heart understanding the good and to serve God only. But do thou go back to thy father. For the term of his life hath been fulfilled, and he will live 3 days from today and will die. But when his soul is departing, thou shalt behold the awful scene of his passing. Thus spake the angel and departed from them. And Seth and Eve came to the hut where Adam was laid. And Adam saith to Eve, Eve, what hast thou wrought in us? Thou hast brought upon us great wrath, which is death, lording it over all our race. And he saith to her, call all our children and our children's children, and tell them the manner of our transgression. Then saith Eve to them, hear all my children and children's children, and I will relate to you how the enemy deceived us. It befell that we were guarding paradise, each of us the portion allotted to us from God. Now I guarded in my lot, the west and the south. But the devil went to Adam's lot, where the male creatures were. For God divided the creatures, all the males he gave to your father and all the females he gave to me. And the devil spake to the serpent, saying, rise up, come to me, and I will tell thee a word whereby thou mayst have profit. And he arose and came to him. And the devil saith to him, End.